You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Wednesday and welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. I'm Dalby and it's a simple question. It's this or that. That's what Would You Rather Wednesday is all about. We ask you to text in your scenarios and we debate which one is better, or sometimes which one is less awful. Here's some of our favorite questions you texted in during 2024.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. Would you rather Wednesday? Would you rather Wednesday?
Stop just texting in two different kinds of meats. I don't smell like meat today, no matter what Brock is trying to say. Someone texted roast beef or lobster. If you're asking which one I want to eat, obviously the answer is lobster. But if you're going back down the what do you smell like?
You can't be smelling like lobster.
Well, then nobody smells like lobster. You either smell like butter or nothing.
Even if you go around smelling like butter,
That's a weird smell.
that's questionable. If you walk in a room and someone's like, I can't believe it's not butter, and you're like, it is. It is.
You know, it's margarine, actually. Butter's too fatty.
As you're sliding all over the floors, leaving a snail trail everywhere.
Oh, God.
Would you rather continue to smell like roast beef or work by yourself?
This is unfair because it's a flawed question. I can't continue to smell like roast beef if I never smelled like roast beef.
Well, answer the question.
And I will say that my career has gone to heights never before I thought of since we teamed up.
Okay.
But some days I think about what it would be like if I never met you.
So what's the answer?
The beef thing, I guess.
There we go.
But I want to start with Alex, who said, would you rather be an Autobot or a Decepticon?
Whichever side pays me more.
Sounds like that's Decepticon talk if I ever heard it, brother.
Would you rather never be able to eat hot food again or have a hot shower again?
Oh, so either cold food or cold showers for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Rogan told me cold showers were good for me.
This is true.
I don't think I could give up hot food, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not that there aren't great cold food options, but
It's just like every day is leftovers.
to never be able to have a hot steak off a grill, to never be able to order a fresh hot pizza, to never be able to eat a bucket of KFC until it's been in the fridge for a day.
Yeah, to like literally order skip the dishes and have to wait till it cools down.
I'm cooking today so I can eat tomorrow. That sounds awful.
The only positive about not eating hot food ever again is you would never, ever, ever, ever eat a bagel bite and burn the roof of your mouth ever again. And you know what? There's something that I think is actually quite nice about that, you know? Would you rather do drywall or get punched in the face?
Yo, punch me in the mouth.
Punch me square in the face. Knock me out, dude.
I had a basement done in a house I bought back when we lived in Saskatchewan, and I watched them hang that drywall and everything that goes along with it. Punch me in the face till I fall down dead.
Absolutely, dude. I think even the best drywaller might agree with that one.
Although the check I handed the guy at the end of the day, maybe I learn. Maybe I figure it out.
Would you rather your team lose in the first round of the playoffs or the Stanley Cup Finals?
I have been on record as saying this before. I'd rather just get it over with. I can't handle the heartbreak at the end.
I've never been on the ride, though, before.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I think I'd be more devastated if they lost in the finals than the first round.
That's just it. Like, I've seen a lot of first-round exits for the Wings. Not a single one of them hurt as much as the year we lost to Pittsburgh. That was devastating.
I've never been there, though. The closest was when they lost to Carolina in, like, the conference final in, I don't know, 2002 or whatever, but...
I've never been shot with a handgun. I'm not hankering for the experience. Sometimes it's okay to not know the pain, brother.
Some of us like being hurt.
There's people you can talk to.
That's right. I'm in an unhealthy relationship with my sports team.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather lose a dime every time you eat something unhealthy or gain a dime every time you do exercise?
I mean, that's just a no-brainer, dude. You're going to get money every time you work out. That's going to get me in the gym, bro.
Is it, though?
yeah, dude, I'm broke.
You think about how many people, maybe for you it works, but just in general, think about how many people have gym memberships, don't go to the gym.
True, but think about how much unhealthy stuff you do on a regular basis, how much money you're going to lose every single day versus like, I don't know, go for a 5-minute walk and get some dimes. I think that's the no-brainer.
I think I would be more likely to put down the Oreos if I knew that it was going to affect my bottom line. Then I would be to go to the gym. Because if it's the other way, I'm like, if I go to the gym, I'll get a dime. It's just 10 cents. I'll stay home.
Yeah, but also you can still enjoy the bad things and not lose money. You know, you got to think about it like that, brother. Would you rather breathe fire every time you talk or have everything your hands touch turn to stone?
I mean, to be fair, I already spit hot fire, text mixtape to send them. I feel like I would rather breathe fire because I'm a fidgety kind of person and I would definitely touch things I'm not supposed to.
Imagine someone's like, hold my baby, and you're
right.
like, ah.
And now you have a stone baby. Do I go to prison for that? I didn't do it on purpose. Would you rather have to start a new job every year until you retire? January 1st, new job. Or you have one job, you work in one place for your entire career right until retirement.
I have a lot of respect for people that actually work like one job for their entire career. Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, starting anew every year would kind of suck.
So I think it would be tough because you wouldn't be able to really make any advancements or anything like that in the span of a year. But I also think if financially you were capable of surviving on that.
Sure, yeah.
Dude, it would be so cool to try a new career every single year. To be able to look back and be like, look at all the things I did.
Yeah, but to an outsider, if they didn't know what was going on, they'd be like, what is going on?
That's just it. If this is just like a cool like life challenge thing that you're doing and everybody's in on it, I think it's cool.
Every year you have to explain to someone, you're like, I have this weird genie curse.
Right.
That's why my resume is so huge.
That's why I get fired on December 31st every year.
Would you rather have your best friend or your mom switch bodies with your girlfriend Freaky Friday style?
No. I'll just break up. Just go back to being single. I'm just going to remove myself from this whole mess. There's no good answer to this question.
If I was your best friend, I'd rather switch into your girlfriend's body just to hear if you talk smack about me at home. Would you rather have one giant hand or one giant foot?
Buddy, I've already got 2 giant feet. It sucks. I feel like I would rather have the giant hand.
Yeah?
Giant foot, good for like stabilizing, but then now you got to buy shoes in split pairs.
You could probably be one of the best field goal kickers the NFL's ever seen.
Maybe, but that's the only way you're going to be able to afford the footwear you're going to need to buy.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel, buddy, if I got a giant mitt, put me in the outfield.
True.
Send me to the Sky Dome.
You could probably be a sick fighter as well.
Absolutely.
Although, I mean, I'm talking a lot about feet here this morning. If you have the big foot, knowing the way society is today, some money to be made there.
Oh, if I got the big foot, put me on Wiki Feet for sure.
You don't even need to be on Feet Finder. Everyone will find it. Would you rather grow horns or grow a tail?
I would grow a tail, but only if it's functional. Only if it's functional. If I can grab things with it as basically a third hand.
Like a monkey tail.
Like a monkey tail. If it can hold me up or I can like hold a beer or whatever, I want the tail. Because what are you going to do with horns? If the tail's not functional, give me the horns. They're easier to hide.
I just feel like the tail, like... I've stepped on my dog's tail before.
Sure.
And that sounds like it hurts. Also, I know what emotions my dog has based on its tail. I wouldn't want that in life. Like, I wouldn't want to be excited about something, you know, and people are like, what's going on over there?
Trying to sit at the poker table and keep your tail under wraps as you get dealt pocket aces.
Yeah. Versus, like, I don't know, the horns could come in handy. You're ever at a tailgate or something, you need to shotgun a beer real quick. It could come clutch, dude. It honestly could.
Brother, watching somebody smash a beer can on the horn on top of their head just to chug it back, I don't know if I talk to that guy the rest of the night.
Dude, that's Bill's Mafia material right
I'm
there.
giving that guy all the space in the world.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Someone said, would you rather listen to punk music without the words or country music without the music? I I mean,
that's easy. Country. The most annoying thing about country music is the words. I left my dog, my wife left me, my truck, and this and that.
but then every song that you listen to, if it's punk, is just a minute and a half.
I don't know. I don't mind instrumental.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me as much. You're right. It would be maybe a little tougher to like differentiate between.
Guess the country is kind of just like, it's almost just like drunk guy spoken word. Talking about blue jeans and trucks on back. It sounds like some guy at the bar reminiscing. Like
if they did a poetry jam at a honky tonk.
That's exactly what that is.
Instead of people snapping for applause, they're all just spitting.
Yeah. No, they're just saying slurs instead of snapping. That's what it'd be. Would you rather help Jack on the horse or would...
Nope.
Oh, you almost had me.
Nope.
You almost had me.
Very close.
I don't know who texted... I genuinely... Shame on you for that.
Yeah.
So close. Would you rather be stranded in Jurassic Park or Jumanji?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah?
Jurassic Park, 100%. There's just... For all we know, there are dinosaurs in Jumanji. We don't know. That board has untold horrors in it. I would rather be in Jurassic Park.
If I would had made a mistake before I went to either place, I'd probably pick Jumanji.
Yeah?
Just that way you had a lot of time to kill. Everyone kind of forgets before you come back, you know what I mean?
Let's say your time was up, you're going to drop dead 20 minutes from now. Would you want to know or just have it be a surprise?
Yeah, surprise. I don't think I ever want to know when I'm going to die.
I feel like there's something to be said if it's like you've got a year, you've got 5 years, because you can make the most of your time.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend my last 20 minutes just going, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
I think in general, just knowing when you're going to die, it's kind of like knowing when you have to go to the dentist or something. And you're dreading it. Or when your girlfriend or something makes you go out for a date with another couple and then all day at work, you're like, oh, I got to hang out with Tom tonight.
It's lingering in the back of your mind.
Yeah, it's just lingering the entire time, except it's not just going out for drinks with some guy you don't like. You're just dying. Hey.
So what are you and Tom getting up to tonight that he now doesn't want to...
That's on Friday. Would you rather detect every lie you hear or get away with every lie that you tell?
Oh, get away with every lie I tell, for sure. Because if I'm getting away with the lies that I'm telling, I can use that to my advantage. Versus if I detect every lie told to me, I'm just going to be sad. I'm just going to be obviously no one will ever scam me or anything like that. But imagine all the people who could be lying to you to your face to find out that they actually are.
You find out all those days that I said I was just staying in was a lie.
Right? What a bummer. You'd never be able to watch any political speech ever again. You'd be talking to your boss. They go, hey, we've got big plans for you in the new year.
You'd sound nuts, honestly.
100%.
People would think you're the biggest conspiracy theorist out there.
Everyone's lying and no one's listening.
Would you rather be the star on a losing team or ride the bench on a winning one?
I mean, maybe it's because I'm not an athlete, but I feel like the star on the losing team still makes sick bank. I'm going to take care of my family, my kids. I'm going to, put money aside for future generations. I can handle losing if I know that I'm set for life.
Yeah, I think I kind of like riding the bench, though, a bit, because it's hasn't everyone wanted to go to a job somewhere where you don't really got to do anything, but you get a little bit of success? To be that kid in the group project that doesn't do anything, but you still get the A+ at the end of it?
I mean, brother, I just call that being the second name in the Brock and Dalby show. Works great.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather be reincarnated as a sea creature or as an airborne creature?
Ooh, good question. I still think, and I have long said this on the show, that the ocean is terrifying. So I think I would rather be like a bird or some sort of
But wouldn't you
flying
want to see all the things that you haven't seen before down there?
Nope. I've seen some things from down there. Every time science pops up and is like, we found a new sea creature, it's terrifying. I can only imagine that it's going to get worse as they get deeper.
Maybe every time that science discovers a new animal, that's when someone's been reincarnated. That's what it is. And also, you might have a good point of the fact of, like, we know how damaged our water is, and we're supposed to live in there.
That's right. Yeah. The only thing is you could maybe make the argument for water over land because the sea levels are rising and eventually there will be no land. But if air is an option, give me the air.
Yeah.
I would rather fly.
Seagull, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet at all times.
You're
anyway.
just having a good time. You're living a stupid, dumb, happy life.
You persuaded me now. I'm going to become a seagull when I die. If you had a whoopee tape of yours accidentally leaked onto a website,
Sure.
would you rather it have 1 million views or 0 views?
Oh. I mean, probably 0 views. I just feel like if I get 1 million views, the only value I can get from that is to go into, like, that business, so to speak. And I don't think I'm getting 1 million followers from it.
Would it be worse to have, like, 100 views to know that, like, 100 people have seen it and not wanted to share it around kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like, everyone that saw it was like, oh, God.
Right. Best case scenario, no sex tape. But if there is one out, would you rather it be a flop or a hit?
Would you rather read your mother's teenage diary or show your mom your internet history?
Diary. Oh, my God. The diary.
My mother's an angel, so...
There's not one thing my mom could have written in her diary that would be worse than my internet browser history.
I hope. I really hope so.
Good God.
Would you rather switch places with a spider or a mouse for 1 week? I mean, mouse just kind of like hide in your house and, like, I mean, they do have lots of babies, so they're probably having lots of fun.
I think the biggest thing is that people actively try to kill spiders, whereas people usually just call a professional about the mouse, right? Nobody's ever seen a mouse and tried to go whack.
Yeah,
What
but
do you do
also
with a
as a spider, you get to, like, sneak into people's mouths sometimes.
As a mouse, you could climb up on top the head of a French chef and run your own restaurant.
That's a rat.
Damn. Spider.
Spider.
You're right. I was wrong.
Would you rather never lose anything ever again or find everything you've ever lost all in one place?
Well, you know what? I have made it this far in my life with even with all the stuff that I've lost, I'm still doing okay. The idea that going forward, I could never lose my phone, never lose my wallet, never lose my keys, even just those 3 things would be such a huge weight off your shoulders.
I agree because, then you've just got this pile of junk of stuff that you didn't even care that much about. Plus, if you lost it, there's probably a lot of it you don't want anymore. Maybe some of it's even illegal stuff that you lost at one point.
What am I going to do with an iPhone 6 that I lost after a drunken night out 10 years ago?
Dude, the amount of chargers that would be in that pile would be insane.
Yo, you specifically would die buried under a pile of Bic lighters.
Yes. Would you rather never have any salt, or would you rather not have any sugar in your food or drinks ever again?
I think, and I'm not one of those people that think sugar is evil, but I think that I would rather have no sugar because I feel like it would make me eat less junk food. If I never had any sugar in my diet, then I would never have to worry about that. Whereas if you take salt, so many foods are made better with just a little bit of salt.
That is true, man. But like all the sweet, tasty treats, drinks and stuff like that, I don't know. I think I gotta go sugar on that one, dude.
Just imagine if you only ever ate for sustenance. You only ever ate to stay alive. You'd be in such better shape. Or at least I know I would.
I think we'd both be in better shape, brother.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather be a ninja or a pirate? I feel like ninja's a lot of work.
I feel like ninjas live better, though.
Yeah?
Pirate, you kind of get to do whatever you want, but also, scurvy, sword fighting.
You're just hanging out with the boys, though, drinking all the time on a boat.
I feel like that's
sick.
I feel like that would get old. Not to mention,
when you go drinking with your friends now, maybe there's some like light pranks and stuff like that. Back in the days of piracy, pranks were like, hey, let's push him off the boat and see if he makes it back.
Yeah, but you get to wear sick eye patches and stuff like that.
Oh, ninja all day. I would rather have 2 eyes than wear an eye patch.
Teach their own, I guess. Would you rather never wear shoes or never wear a shirt ever again?
I mean, I'm a little self-conscious because I got the old barrel here, but I think if I wasn't wearing shoes, I would limit the places I could go. Like, even if your feet could get used to, like, stepping on, like, uneven, hard ground or whatever, I'd never go to a public bathroom with no shoes on.
True.
100% no.
Yeah. I think if you build up enough callus, it doesn't matter.
He got hobbit feet.
And I mean, like, worst case, like, if you go the no shirt route, you can just be like those girls in Las Vegas and get, like, something painted on every day.
Oh, that'd be cool. Turn your body into a canvas.
Yeah, you just can't get sweaty.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, see, then I'm out.
Yeah.
I cannot not get sweaty.
True. Would you rather never smell or never taste again?
Oh, never smell, for sure. I'm in control of what I'm tasting, like 99% of my life. So I would hate to give up good tasting foods. I am not always in control of what I smell.
Yeah.
I would love to just be able to be like, you know what? I will give up fresh baked bread if I also get to give up any crowded Subway.
I will say, when I got COVID and I couldn't taste things, it was nice to, like, eat, like, some veggies and crap like that I don't usually like.
Just eating for sustenance?
Yeah, I was going to say, you could go on a wicked diet if you never had to taste anything.
That is actually true. I would miss it, though. Like, if I couldn't taste
food
for
would just be
reason,
bland, yeah.
You would only eat for sustenance.
Everything would taste great.
Right. So, but the problem is, if I'd been born never tasting, I wouldn't know what I'm missing. But, like, I've had a Baconator and I can't go back now. Would you rather have a house with no windows or no doors?
I think I'd go no doors.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'd go no doors because you could still have like a sliding glass door, like
sorry, a sliding glass what?
it's still a window.
You just called it, it's a door.
Yeah,
It's a sliding glass door.
Okay, but even if you have like big windows, you could still open them up and come in and out.
But then, like, how do you lock your windows from the outside so that you can get in and out when you leave for the day?
You put like those like gates, like, you know, when you go through like sketchy neighborhoods and you see people with the gated
yeah,
windows up. I'm sure there's a way that you could lock
to have
that.
them on a hinge?
Yeah, that would be the move. Because if you had a house with no windows, I mean, depending on who you are, like, if you have severe migraines, that's probably the best place for you. But
it would be tough having, like, we already know that Canadians live in a vitamin D deficiency. Now you have no sunlight, natural light coming into your house.
You need the D, yeah.
At all would be really tough. But I just couldn't imagine, like, having people over to your house and be like, hey, come on in, windows open.
Dude, if you go into a house that has no windows, that's the last place you're ever going to see before you die. Let's get real, dude.
All right. Would you rather be 1 foot 1 inch tall or 11 foot 11 inches tall? So either absurdly small or unreasonably large.
I mean, I think you got to go 11 feet. Like, being 1 foot tall, you're just going to smell everyone's farts all the time.
I think you might actually be too low for the farts. Hot air rises, brother. I don't think it gets down to the 1 foot mark.
You're smelling people's feet, though, dude.
Imagine the places you could go if you were 1 foot 1. You could sneak into things, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you could probably be pretty nimble.
Yeah, but I mean, you're just going to get beaten up by, like, rats and stuff, dude. That would suck.
Hey, builds character, puts hair on your chest.
You know how terrifying that would be to run into Ratatouille? He catches you slipping? Would you rather pay for everything in pennies for the rest of your life or use a pogo stick as your only method of transportation?
I have to assume, for the context of this question, that I'm good at the pogo stick, right? Because currently, I'm not. I've tried it before. I would die. But in a world where I'm good at the pogo stick, I think I would rather do that because I couldn't handle inconveniencing every clerk at every store I ever went to paying in pennies.
There would be something that I would enjoy, though, is like seeing people get annoyed behind me, and I'm like, guys, that's all I got.
But it would be funny the first few times, but that one time you're at the grocery store buying like $100 in groceries, 50 cents, $1.50.
Actually, thinking about it now, this isn't even realistic. Where are you getting these pennies from, bro?
Fair. Hey, you know what?
Even extend it to nickels. Extend it to nickels in a world where we don't have pennies. I still can't do it. It
You
still
just
sucks.
have like various like credit card, gift cards that only have a penny on them, and you're like, hey, can you just run this one through? Can you run that one through?
I would starve in the streets first.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather have a photographic memory or the ability to read minds?
Oh, I honestly think I would take photographic memory because I feel like there's a lot of people I don't want to know what they're thinking.
I don't even like my own thoughts most of the time, dude. Do you know what I mean? I agree with that.
I don't want to dive into the dementia that some other people
especially just
have.
like finding out what people really think of you. You know
Honestly,
what I mean?
Yeah. I think in terms of like a usable skill, like imagine the things that you could accomplish with a photographic memory, like a fully perfect photographic memory. Put me on Jeopardy, bro. Let me win all the money. I'm going to clean up.
Wouldn't it suck to find out that you were a mistake after talking to your mom one day?
Well, I didn't need to have powers for that.
Would you rather wipe with sandpaper once a week or wear fiberglass underwear?
Oh, sandpaper. For sure. Fiberglass underwear you'd never be comfortable again for the rest of your life.
I mean, I don't think you'd ever be comfortable wiping your butt with sandpaper.
I think that's gonna suck. But
Yeah.
if I have to do one wipe, right? You can be a real ginger, gentle wipe for 20 minutes. You know what I'm talking about?
Loophole. Use bidet.
Done. There you go.
There you go.
Although the loophole on the other side is just stop wearing underwear.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? If
Yeah.
all my underwear have fiberglass in them, call me Captain Commando, baby.
Call me that right now. Maybe too much information. Would you rather accidentally send a naughty picture to your dad or to your boss?
Oh,
I mean, you don't really talk to your dads.
I'm thinking stepdad. Yeah, like, if it's my actual dad, whatever. I don't even know if he has a cell phone. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm like, for my own, just to keep the thing interesting. I think that my stepdad would roast me. Like he would give me the gears.
Well, I think the repercussions are a lot better if you send them to your dad than to your boss.
That's just it. We're going to have like some awkward talks and some rip jokes at the next family get together. But if they go to my boss, I might be unemployed.
I would just hope my dad would be able to be like, yep, that's my boy. Like,
You come by it honestly.
look at
he
us,
says.
same size. Would you rather see with your tongue or taste with your eyes?
Taste with. You know what? I was about to say taste with your eyes, like it was the obvious answer, because we've all looked at food and just been like, oh my God, that looks so good. But then you would taste every person you looked at.
Oh.
Right? Imagine I'm looking at you right now. If I taste with my eyes, what's happening to me?
Yeah.
You could never look at a person ever again.
That could be hot sometimes, but other times not so much. You know? Would you rather sleep with socks on for the rest of your life or sleep with a sweater on for the rest of your life?
Oh, I think I'd rather have a sweater. I can't do stuff on my feet. I can't even have a blanket on my feet.
I'll agree with you on this. And anybody who knows me thinks I'm weird. I wear sweaters to bed.
Really?
I wear no bottoms.
Yeah.
I go commando.
You go Winnie the Pooh in bed?
Yeah, I'm sure I can't say the phrase actually that I wanted to say there. I'm shirt thinging it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I like to have the blanket on my bottom half.
Okay.
And then I leave my top half open with the sweater on. Courtney thinks I'm a psychopath since we started dating.
He's right.
Yeah.
Just to be clear,
Sometimes I even pull up my hood and yeah.
she's never been more right about anything
Yeah.
in her life. That is insane.
Yeah, I always sleep with a sweater on.
I
don't know why.
literally, as I was answering the question myself, was like, I can't have anything on my feet or I can't sleep. I'm thinking, I'm weird. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, nothing on the bottom, sweater on the top. I like
blanket
it.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
No blanket on the top.
Socks is absolutely disgusting because how are you going to hop in bed with the stuff that you've been trampling around on all day? Like,
That's
yeah.
fair. Well, no, you put a nice fresh pair of socks, I would guess.
Yeah.
You get your sleep stockings.
Putting on fresh socks before you go to bed feels weirder than what I do, honestly. Would you rather make all spiders smaller with the same amount of dangerousness, or would you rather make all spiders bigger with less dangerousness?
I think if they were bigger and not dangerous, they'd be less scary. Because one, they'd be easier to see because they'd be bigger. And two, what are you worried about? They're just making a bit of a mess in your house.
I guess, but also just imagine like coming downstairs into your basement and they're just like all hanging out, chilling on your couch.
Yeah, how much bigger are we making them?
I don't know.
I guess that's the question. If we're making them like Looney, Toony size,
Eight-legged freak size.
But then if you make them smaller and more deadly, then you'll probably die.
Yeah, well, at least you don't see it. Sometimes not seeing things is good, you know?
I think if we make all the spiders, what was the movie called again?
Eight-legged freaks.
Eight-legged freak size. But they're harmless. We train them. We learn to ride them. They become livestock. That's the way we go. You're only saying that because right now they're deadly.
They could be good for hunting, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Having an army of spiders lead you into the woods.
Have a guard spider outside your house.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Would you rather always have something in your teeth or always feel like there's a hair in your mouth?
Oh. I would say I'll do the hair in the mouth. I feel like there's something in my teeth all the time.
Then you're always going to be doing that, like... You're going to be like reaching in.
Yeah, but if I feel like there's something between my teeth at all times, I'm constantly going to be like picking at it. My gums are going to be bleeding. I'm going to be a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people would always be like, there's something in your teeth, and you'd be like, I know.
I am aware.
Yeah.
It's mystical, and I can't get rid of it.
Although that might be better than seeming like you have a hairball at all times.
I upset an old witch, and it's a curse.
You're in a job interview, and they're like, tell us about why you'd be good for this.
Would you rather take a stone cold stunner, because you guys are making fun of him, or get a penis tattoo on your face that would say non-permanent, go away at like 2 weeks?
Oh, stone cold stunner, because it's not real. It's not real.
Whoa.
What? The tattoo's real. The stone cold stunner is not.
First of all, it's a non-permanent tattoo, so that's not real either. Second of all, how dare you? My answer is also the stone cold stunner because, hey, I've taken a stunner. It actually does suck.
Yeah.
But to say you got a stone cold stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin,
it's cool, yeah.
That's on the resume.
Yeah.
I could be applying for a job in an accounting firm. It's going to be on the resume. Would you rather be trapped on a deserted island alone or with one person, but it's someone you dislike?
I feel like with one person I dislike, because if you're angry, at least you can be maybe like a little bit passive to someone.
You can take it out on somebody.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then over time, I feel like you could kind of bond.
I think that at some point the trauma will bring you together, whereas being by yourself. Well, it's what's that Castaway movie?
Yeah.
Where Buddy thought a volleyball was a real person.
Well, and I am going to say, at one point you are going to have to eat. Let's just be honest here.
You want to have somebody there, possibly somebody of size, so that, when worse comes to worse, you can eat meat. If you had to take a long drive in the rain, would you rather have the heat stuck on, so you're hot the whole drive, or the AC stuck on, so you're cold the whole drive, and you can't open the windows because then you're wet the whole drive?
I think I'd rather be hot and I just go naked in the car.
Just stripping?
Yeah. I just go naked in the car, dude.
See, I'm the opposite. I think I would rather the AC is on, and then maybe I could put a jacket on, or I could bundle up, as opposed to sitting nude and
I don't know. It's asserting your dominance. Like if someone cuts me off in traffic and they realize what's going on, like
imagine you're going to pass somebody, you whip out beside them, you look over, they're fully naked. Do you just slow down and drop back behind? Like, no, sorry, my bad.
Dude, imagine being able to flip someone 3 birds at once.
God damn, you got it all the way up to the window?
That'd be impressive, dude.
Well done.
I drive a small car, dude. I'm able to get moved around.
I would let you pass 100%. I would let you in.
For more Brock and Dalby, tune in weekday mornings 5:30 to 9.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast is brought to you by badshop.ca, the Brock and Dalby merch store, with all proceeds going to the Canadian Cancer Society.